Hello and good evening, everybody. Clearing the space, clearing every space. Love the smell of this. I love burning incense. So, right there. How's everybody doing? I went live on Facebook, on TikTok, and YouTube in the last 2 to 3 days. 2 days, actually. Beautiful. I love it over there with the bookends. They're my agate bookends. They actually have a shell around them, and it's made of like sandstone, what the fort in St. Augustine, Florida is made of. Hello and welcome, Mary. Welcome, Lola. Drinking my usual coffee. I've really cut down on the consumption, but I have moved my little animal family here closer to me. Hello, G. Welcome. Well, first card out. I love these cards. These cards were used a lot about a year ago when I had a physical office in a house dwelling that, of course, I rented. All right, Spirit. Bring us some good foundation messages, please. As I have cleared the space, meditated on your cards, and now I'm shuffling. How has everybody's day been? Tomorrow is Hump Day coffee with Spirit and Tarot tomorrow. You need to check the lineup. It should be on my front page on the live tab. It'll tell you. You'll see it. Hump Day Coffee Hour, and I do this. Try to do this every week. So on Wednesdays, if you're off from work or if you're retired, put it on your schedule for whatever time zone that you're in. I'm in Central, so I usually make it around 11:30 for the people on the Western side, so it wouldn't still be so early for them. Thank you very much, Spirit. I appreciate you. All right. First card up. Achievement. What have you achieved today? What sort of achievements do you have lined up? You need to chase these dreams. You may be surprised about where they lead you. So if you have goals, which I have just recently put in a few um, of my own, and one of them actually came into fruition. I got to go to Paris, Texas, and see the Paris Eiffel Tower replica. I have been to the one in Tennessee as well. There's 40 around the United States. So, what have you achieved that has been on your goal list? Short term goals. Passion. Absolutely. This definitely intertwines with the first card. Passion. It's almost like something from your childhood that you wanted to relive. So, the message from Spirit is basically let your passion take flight. Now is the time to achieve that goal, that passion. And the next card is creativity. Now, this one is beautiful because a lot of the messages that Spirit has been giving lately has creativity inside of the extended message in the book guidebook that comes with it, with the fairy. So just be curious, express your creativity, bring out the mystery of the inner muse. And it was also told to us earlier today from the extended message within the creativity to have some fun. Uh, Taking care of yourself was a major message today. But taking care of yourself also has to do with the positivity and the creativity and the passion. So do something that you actually love doing. Good evening, Matt. Good evening. All right, the next one. But within the achievements that you have either just now, just recently achieved, or if you have a long-term goal, but mostly the Spirit's talking about short-term goals, is does it intertwine with priorities? You need to get your priorities straight. Make a list, make a journal. When you know what's important, saying no is just that much easier. She is actually, I think this is a um, singing bowl. I really like the lights, the candles around her. Definitely that's lights around her. Yeah, so mix it up a little bit, right? Playfulness that comes with the creativity and the passion. Something childlike, something that you like doing that you could still do, like ride a bike. If you've been a driver for a very long time and you see people riding their bikes, do you ever wonder what it would be like to ride a bike again? Some things are just like riding a bike. You never lose that experience. So yeah, children, somewhere along the line, it has to do with children, because let me tell you, they can be our greatest teachers, especially with spirits and angel guides and past loved ones and spirits that have crossed over that I've actually come back to revisited. Children can see spirits before we can. So yeah, definitely has to do with children. So past loved ones, talking about past loved ones. Thank you for picking that up. It's very hard to release the grief that was in today's message earlier today. So please check out that live. Um, but Spirit kind of tapped into knowing that, you have grief. But a lot of the message in the extended book also said you grieve, you get over it, which you never really do completely get over it, but you close it and you move on, because that's what your spirits and your angels and the crossover loved ones would want, is for you to keep going, keep on keeping on. So release any, you have to, even if you have to have a good cry like this woman here is doing. Grief is a doorway to your deepest self. That is definitely a true message. All right. I want you to try to be patient. Be willing to pass up good for great. That is another really good message. Is don't always look at life through colored, what am I hearing? Rose colored glasses. That's what I'm hearing. Don't look at life through rose colored glasses, if anybody knows what that means. So basically, try to have patience with yourself when you release any of this grief that you might be going through. And this also has to do with journaling too. You have learned to let go of the fear in your mind and go. I'm sorry, let me get to this message here. I have learned to let go of the fear in my mind and go with the dreams in my heart. Good. That's exactly how it should be moving forward. Definitely moving forward. Yes, welcome. Everybody, welcome. Oh, you did. Oh, well, good. And it's TIK, but that's okay. Ooh, pun on words. Hello, Ira. Welcome. So, yeah, definitely be patient. Be patient with the release. It is going to take time, but you will achieve that. And like I said, get your priorities into straight motion. Moving on. Go keeping on, keeping on. Uh, you need to uplift the creativity and the passion, and you will achieve your goals. These are all right here, a message from Spirit. Thank you. I appreciate that foundation. Thank you very much. All right. No, okay. Chakras will be in play today. All right. Thank you so much, Spirit. I appreciate that foundation message. So, tomorrow is Hump Day. Don't forget the live. Don't forget the live Hump Day Coffee with Tarot. It's usually around 11:30 Central Time. Sometimes I get to make it, and sometimes I don't. It just depends on life, of course. There was one week where I actually took myself to the ER right before I had um, planned on being here, but so some things get in the way, right? So just do the best you can with what you have and be thankful. And I was definitely thankful and grateful that I had the care that I had. All right. Let's see what Spirit has on that foundation. How's my thing going? It's going good. All right, good. All right. Oh, Queen of Cups. That's nurturing your inner self. Nurturing your inner self. Queen of Cups. That's emotions. It's exactly what that passion card had said. So you need to find some balance. That is actually with the patience with the grief. Yes, absolutely. You need to find balance. That's the Justice card. And the death and rebirth. So after you grieve, you get over it and you move on. And yes, I understand. Again, I will say that yes, you really never get over the grief. You just kind of it dissipates. I just heard that word dissipates. Thank you. It dissipates. All right. So work on your emotions, find some balance, and you will see progress that will um, not become so much of a priority uh, in your thinking process in the cups, your emotions. So here it is again with the childlike playfulness. Do something fun. Do something that you haven't done in a while. This also represents outgrowing, by the way, outgrowing uh, a usual routine that no longer serves you, or outgrowing an atmosphere, outgrowing a job, outgrowing a relationship. But you do take those lessons, learning lessons with you. And the Chariot, which means moving on, keeping on, keeping on. Thank you. They're confirming that those were right. The foundation was right. So wherever you are headed, this now is long term, because of the fact that you have let go and restarted. So it's out with the old and in with the new. So that is where you're starting to look into your future. And of course, you have all the resources. Once you come out of that fog, you will see that either people coming to you as a support or you seeking support. But there is, you do have all the resources. The Magician is about all the resources. Welcome. Yes, welcome. And of course, the resources. Yes, this might be a new loan or a inheritance out with the old in with the new. You might be getting a new job with more pay. You might be retiring, but there is a change in your earthly goods. So be patient because those long term goals, like I said, you're going to have to just keep on keeping on moving forward and you will see the progress. So the Four of Swords. Okay, this kind of dabbles into let me get this water. Like for some reason with all the worry, some kind of situation with, like I said, with the Queen of Cups, with you having to learn and relearn how to get over whatever it is that you're going through or have gone through. Um, Reliving a past happiness, doing something like, for instance, going skating, going roller skating, which is something I did in my past. Uh, but you keep moving on. So this right here, you're gonna have to. This is gonna. It's gonna tire you. Okay, help me with that one. Help me with that one. Okay, so how to say that correctly is, it's gonna take a lot of energy in order for you to heal, start to heal, get therapy, healing process. I'm getting this from spirit now, and the renewal. So there's going to be something new, but you are going to have to rest before the newness starts. So this heart right here, you're healing. There's something going on or something that had go on. Maybe you had to drop off talking to somebody, or somebody had left you, I could say, high and dry. Maybe there was a job that you were there for so long and they were laying off, or you're not getting enough hours, and you're basically bored and you sleep a lot. Or actually, with that change, with that Ace of Pentacles, here's another message too. Um, that rebirth, that newness, there might be a change. You might be going up the ladder. You might be going up a level in life. It's going to bring you more prosperity. But this needs to be done first. Oh, yes. Okay. This is where the struggle comes in. And the Queen of Cups, you're going to go back to the Queen of Cups because you're going to mentally, with the cups, you're going to nurture this meditation. You're rising up. You're gonna go through a struggle. There's a struggle involved here, a mental struggle. But again, with that Six of Cups and now the Seven of Wands, you have a lot of emotions that you have to go through. You have to sift through something. You'll know how that resonates. But this is more like you're in defense. You're struggling with something mentally. And this is where Spirit was telling you that in order to get over that struggle, you're going to have to rest. Put it to rest. You need to put it to rest in order to have that newness, that rebirth come through. Yes, see, absolutely. That's exactly right. Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is. And especially telling jokes. Yes, see, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that that does resonate. Yes. And me too. I had to do the same thing. I had put something into the universe. I decided to try to do something before it actually came into fruition for myself through the universe. And it didn't really pan out because honestly, I did the mathematics on it and it really was not worth my energy or my time in the long run, which, like I said, I was looking to move forward. But in that cycle of the rebirth, in other words, trying something new and waiting for something new to come in, I did it in the wrong manner, and it didn't work out. So yeah. Hello, Ira. Hello, Ira. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. There was a time where when I started with StreamYard here, that there was a actual way of bringing you guys up on the panel. And I am going to be doing that here really soon. Um, Probably in September. There are 3 individuals, actually 4 individuals that I can think of that would definitely be beneficial to all viewers in their own way. They will get something, they will have a great takeaway from it. So just keep that in mind that there will be panelists in September. So, again, with the cups, with the emotions. Remember when I was telling you you're bored? You might be bored. This is what the 4 cups is. You're kind of like, yeah, I really don't know. So you've got a lot of, like I said, you're not looking into your resources. You still have your blinders on. You need to, like Mary says, you have to regroup. Some things don't work out the way you want them to, the way you think they will. So you have to take measures into your own hands and find balance. Yeah. It's all about emotions. You have to regroup. All right. Any other messages, Spirit? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It was actually magnetized to my hand. So as I had said, that you have to work and find balance because out with the old and in with the new, correct? Yes, yes, yes. All right. And it also says, the message says, you have to keep on keeping on. Don't give up. Well, the star of the show finally showed up. The Fool card. Starting over, new opportunities, creativity, as in the first cards of the foundation, creativity and passion. This represents the Fool. So this is you starting over again. And yes, Mary, this actually has to do with you, with having to back up and regroup and start over. So that Death card, the Chariot card, the Fool card, the Justice card, the Magician card, a lot of major arcanas coming out. That is telling me that there is confirmation everywhere. Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes. Panelists will be coming. So that is a new beginning, by the way. That is actually a new beginning, and there will be balance within the spirits and the panelists, either sharing or giving their perspective on things or their experiences with things, and it enlightens people to actually say, you know what, that sounds like me. I've gone through that, and they can actually relate. So I love to collab in that way. So with that, I'm going to start with the soul's journey, since we have the Fool, which is a new journey in life. Oh, thank you. Goodness gracious. Goodness. Thank you. Love tonight. Like I said, spirit comes in really strong in between the middle and the end of every reading. So the card that was a jumper that came out of the Soul's Journey deck was surrender. Okay, surrender. Find balance. Find happiness. New beginnings. So you're going to surrender, as I had explained how I tried to control a request, and I tried to do it on my own without waiting for the universe to give me a sign. So surrender. I can release my need to control. So they picked up on my little story there. So that is the message, basically, probably to me, is don't do that again. Let us help you. Ask for help, as I always have, and I always will. But some things were just needing to be tried. I tried to help myself, and it didn't work out. All right. Any other messages from Soul's Journey to the collective and I? Yes. No. Okay. Told me no. 2. I commit to the practice of seeing things all good, seeing the good in all things. Okay. So that came out earlier today too. So that is still into the little tornado that just keeps going and going and going and going and going. So even though something might not have worked out, or even maybe something or some kind of communications with somebody that you know that has not been on a regular basis, and they've become they went from friends to becoming acquaintances, that's okay. Don't even fret over that, because that's where you find balance. That's where you take that Queen of Cups suggestion and nurture yourself and think about moving on and not overthinking. So put love into that. Speaking of love, thank you very much. Surrender and love. Thank you very much. I'm going to pull out the Whispers of Love. Consider your foundation. The foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. Inner love, outer love, giving love in the proper way, shape, or form, and also accepting love. And here's that playfulness card that went with the 6 of Cups. That was from earlier. And the creativity, which has the little fairy, mystery, and the that's creativity. Express your creativity, please. Yes. And the passion. God, I love these cards. They're so beautiful. Now, the achievement, I'm probably going to keep this one right here. I like that card. So, consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. And this is, wow, that's a tiny number. 5. That means that you're kind of at your peak. You're rethinking things. You have to reconsider. You have to kind of go through the motions, back up, like Mary said, and kind of regroup and look at things in a different perspective. Look at things differently. You might see it in a more positive way, or you might see it as you have to have change. That is your home. That could be your inner self, your home, or it could be a dwelling, however that resonates with you. Chakras. Yes, I just heard that. Thank you very much. What am I pushing here? I'm not supposed to be. All right. Chakras, which are not, they're right here, the chakras. I have chakras and crystals. Chakras and crystals videos. Please go check those out if you have not yet already. Let's see. This is for you, G. Let's see if I can do this on camera. I don't think I can. No, I can't. It's with my dominant hand. Thank you. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Now, Spirit's listening. Rest and recovery. Maybe you've been using too much energy in the wrong aspect and you needed to kind of regroup. Spirit is also saying that you will recover. You do have the keys to recover. You do have the power to recover. Just use that creativity and remember to surrender and try to not control this every situation. Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much. Any other messages? And that is actually from your crown chakra. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Again. Okay. This also, wow, they're really, wow. I can just say wow. Okay, so take a good hard look at that picture. Are you feeling it? This is from your root chakra. Change in the seasons, change in some kind of atmosphere. Maybe you're trying to adjust to a different atmosphere. Maybe it's really hitting your emotions. Now, if this doesn't resonate with you, leave it behind. Maybe you see somebody that does and is going through something like this. Yes, please share the video because Spirit is telling you that that is going to be coming to an end. Because you will arise from that. You will keep on keeping on as long as you rest and come back without trying to control. Ask Spirit, guides, and angels for help, and that journey will begin in a very different way. Enlightenment. All right, Spirit. One more for the collective, please. One more for the collective. Thank you. Wow. Yes. I just talked about grief, and I talked about grief earlier today, and I also just had Spirit give you really strong messages on the video of the past loved ones. Take these three right here. And once you come out of that complacency, you will find balance. You do have the resources. You need to start looking at things differently. Just like Mary said, how she backed up and kind of regrouped. You're definitely on target there, dear. Oh, I need my coffee. All right, move this here. Well, I think I just got rid of that. Just putting the lighter away. So this is very, very strong messaging here tonight. Yeah. I'm going to bring in some Sacred Destiny Oracle for y'all. What happened? I timed out over here. Trying to listen to my messages. Or, sorry, watch my messages. Not understanding that, but okay. Make sure that you guys, if you haven't already, click the like button and show this girl and spirit some love for all the messages that have been given for you. Midnight messages. All right, Spirit, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. Sacred Destiny Oracle, Spirit, please give the collective the message that was meant for this reading. Thank you. All right. Finally, I can sigh because it is definitely true that freedom and that happiness. Thank you so much. Freedom and happiness, because two of them actually came out. Freedom and happiness. After resting, regrouping, surrendering, nurturing those feelings, respecting how you feel, finding balance, and seeing the good in the situation. I will definitely read the messages, extended messages for these two. Beautiful. Dolphins, right? Go figure. They're one of the happiest. And then, of course, you got owls. No, actually, that's not an owl. I'll figure out which one that is. Let's do freedom first. Freedom first. Wow, I need to turn this fan on. I just got hot. Give me a second. Okay, that's much better. I don't know. Every once in a while in these readings, it hits me just like that. All right, happiness first. I was going to do freedom, but let's do happiness first. All right, this is shimmering sunshine. That means yellow. It's joy. It brings you joy. Our sun is at the center of our solar system. Our planet and our lives revolve around it and its cycles of light and dark. That's also on the moon card too, by the way. Just letting you know if you ever see that. Night and day. Our inner and our outer biological rhythms, as well as the rhythms of every animate and inert part of our life, are ruled by this celestial force. In the far past, the sun has been thought of as a god. That's definitely true. Traditionally, it has been associated with happiness, as I just said right before I read this card. It is also recognized as enlightenment, illumination, truth, warmth, and goodwill. Sunlight is an expansive force. When something is heating up by the light of the sun, it enlarges. Without the energy of the sun, things contract. The sun carries the deepest energies of expansion in life. So to receive this card is to know that you are expanding. Keep it on, keep it on. So the sacred landscape, um, this is really, really cute. I have to really say this, but it says, click your heels and shout for joy. The sign that you see will always be with you in abundance. Abounding good luck awaits you. A gateway is opening for even more joy and happiness. Your life is expanding. Opportunities are emerging. That has to do with the Fool card that came out. Love deeply and love fully. Embrace life with open arms. Goodness is flowing to you. The only thing to be aware of is to monitor your expansion in your metered way. Too much too fast can be overwhelming. That's true. That's true. Very true. All right, and the second card is freedom. The freedom is the spirit animal for freedom is a horse. Eight of Wands. I have actually seen the Eight of Wands in my Spirit Totem tarot deck, where the horse is at all force and the wands are keeping up with him. So it is like fast action. It's freedom. You have freedom from everything. And that right there is also, like I said, the Fool card. So this is beautiful. I'm actually loving these cards. They are just right on target, right on, spot on. All right. A shallow flies free on wind's current and thermals in remarkable aerial maneuvers as a free bird. Free as a bird. In many cultures, such as that of the ancient Egyptians, the swallow was thought to carry souls to heaven. Early sailors would tattoo themselves with an image of a shallow, so if they drowned, the swallow would carry their souls to heaven. Nice. Anybody know of anybody that has one? So, the landscaped message from the sacred landscape: express yourself without hesitation. Break free and let your spirit fly. Make choices that increase your freedom. Don't be tied down. Laugh, dance, explore, and go beyond the predictable behaviors. Be daring. Find your wings. As you do, you'll help others find theirs, as being an inspiration. You are not here to be ordinary or live a mundane life. You are here to do by step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries. Do not be trapped by convention or the need to please others. Choose life on your terms. Don't accept rules that don't feel right. You can be immensely free and yet still be a part of a loving, supporting community. Beautiful. Love these messages, Spirit. Loving it. All right. So another addition to the tarot family is the herbal astrology. And I think I'm going to have to use these glasses because the extended message in the book is very tiny font. Freedom and happiness is what life is all about. Amen to that. Amen to that. Absolutely. So how is that working for you when you've had to regroup, Mary? Do you feel the difference? Is it a good choice? Let me know. Completion. Comfrey. Comfrey? Comfrey. Completion. All right. Let's check that out because, like I said, this is brand spanking new. No? Oh, well, good. I'm really glad to hear that because uh, I have my cancer tattoo, which says "Been there, beat that." Been there, beat that with my ribbon. And I also have my daughter's initials and my mother that passed, her initials as well. So, yeah, they all have meaning. All right. Comfrey 32. Ooh, that was sweet. That's right. The one before that is cannabis. Okay. So in the upright position, it means achievement, completion of cycle, success, closure, completion of long journey, and mending. The astrology or astrological ruler on this one is Saturn. Comfrey, also known as boneset, has been cultivated for its healing properties since 400 BC. It was used by the ancient Greeks, Romans, Celts, and many more to heal broken bones, bind wounds, and stop heavy bleeding. So, this word, this herb, comes from the Greek words sympho, meaning to grow together, and phyton, meaning plant. Comfrey comes from the Latin conform, mirror, yes, which also means to grow together. Nice. This Greek historian recommended comfrey to stop severe bleeding internally and externally. Later, the Greeks used it to heal lung problems. Ruled by Saturn, comfrey promotes the healing of the skin and multiskeletal system. The roots and leaves stimulate cell reproduction and promotes bone and wound healing. Sagittarian herbs are those said to relieve the body and mind from karma, assisting with shielding, endurance, restoration, and repair. Of course, as mentioned before, Saturn grants wisdom through challenges. Like Saturn, comfrey heals the general multiskeletal system. So it represents the wholeness, the completion, and the closure of a great cycle. And that actually goes with this reading to finding balance, to coming out of complacency, to coming out of the boredom, to surrendering, being able to recover. You see? And last but not least, to consider your foundation and look at how committed you are to love. So it's comfrey. So that's new beginnings for you. So remember, keep on keeping on. And that right there, my friends, is the reading. That was really, really good. My first horse named Zigzag. Oh, that's so cool. I like that. I do. I like that. Good. Very, very good. I'm glad to hear that. Good. All right. So, yes, definitely towards completion, everybody. Work towards completion. Yes, you're absolutely welcome. Absolutely. Instead of doing the crystal card, I decided to do the herbal astrology. So I am really glad I did that because it resonates highly. You're very welcome. Yes, absolutely. Yes. So again, tomorrow, Hump Day Coffee Hour here, 11:30 Central Time. So mark your, put an alarm on your phone if you have to. Definitely looking forward to another Hump Day with coffee. Which, speaking of coffee, I'm going to go warm mine up. So I brought the owls and my eagle out, and I also have my angel. This is porcelain, which you can't really see. Can you really see that? Yeah, angel. Very fragile. Very, very fragile. So I do have a few pieces from my history. So as I wanted to also try to regenerate this thought for you guys from earlier's live today. Um, bring things, and also on TikTok. I also did this on TikTok too. I mentioned it. Um, bring things that mean a lot to you into forward. Bring them forward. As I did, I showed you my rock earlier today, which I can't see if I can shade it with the layers. So peel back the layers of the negativity to find the positive. So this has been with me all day. So just wanted to make sure that I reiterate that because that was a very important message from Spirit earlier today. All right. Thank you guys again. I appreciate all your love, all your hearts. If you are on a device that does hearts, or if you can go back and watch the video and click the like button. And don't forget about my Patreon right here. Patreon. Become a member for $7 a month. Patreon.com. Look for Spirit Insight Tarot. Hook up with me on TikTok. Follow me on Facebook. A lot of good messages, especially on Patreon. There's a lot of stuff I do on Patreon that I don't share here on YouTube. It's actually just exclusive content. So check that out. You want to become a member at $7. There is a Cash App button to also do a first time reading for $22 on my Patreon channel. Good. I'm really glad. I'm glad to hear that. I hope to see you tomorrow morning for Hump Day. I bet you do. I have a rooster actually here that wakes me up, so I have an alarm clock here too. Great reading, good. I'm so glad you guys got a lot out of this, as I did too. So, hopefully, you have a lot of takeaways, and I hope to see you tomorrow on Hump Day with Coffee with Tarot. All right, see you guys then. Have a good night. Have a good morning. All right, I'll see you soon. All right, love and light.